Devo, congratulations. We end a perfect run for the table-topping side Chesham United with a 2-1 victory away from home. Would you call that a perfect afternoon?
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. It's bust a few coupons, as the saying goes. I would have thought today. I did see we were really long odds today, which it was expected to be. And yeah, we produced a very very good performance, which is what we needed to do in order to have any chance of getting a result. And I thought thoroughly deserved the win. So yeah, really pleased.
Of course, and in the first half, it was fairly quiet, but Kenny did make his debut for the club. He didn't have much to do today, to be honest, but how big can he be for the club going forward?
Oh, it's monumental, really. He's a great lad, as I said on previous interviews. I think we were very fortunate to get him. Circumstances have enabled us to get him in terms of his location and the fact he wanted to be closer. Relationship with Sean, I've had reasonable, sort of interactions with him as well. So we're very fortunate to have got him from that perspective. But what he brings to the team is a real steal about him. Great lad as well. Lads instantly taken to him. Very positive with his communication, um, and knows the game inside out. Knows what he needs to do in certain situations. Knows he's not necessarily going to be the most liked person in the world by doing what he needs to do to win a game. And yeah, and that's all of the stuff other than his obvious ability as a goalkeeper, where he's very very good, and his distribution today was first class. So he's going to bring a lot. Today wasn't a day where we were reliant on Luke Kearney. He was a passenger for some of it. Whilst they had a fair bit of the ball at times, I don't remember him making a really big save, to be honest. So, but yeah, everything he did was class.
And you spoke about steel there. The lads had to show a bit of steel as well, going down in the second half. But how great was it to show that character to come back, especially against a side that had been the best side in the league up until that point?
Absolutely, and they are, by the way, the best side we've seen this year. Obviously, we watch all the games teams we're playing against, and they've comfortably been the best side we've seen. They absolutely annihilated Hamwell. I know they got a bloke sent off. I can't remember the other game we saw them in as well, and one of our scouts watched the other day as well. Their last game against Farnham in a cup. So yeah, we've seen lots of them. They're a very very good team. We knew what we needed to do today against their shape. We needed to make sure we were good with the ball from fullback areas, um, and we played some great little balls into the little pockets in behind their central midfield areas. And yeah, we did what we needed to do against a good team. Like I say, I thought we had the better chances in the first half. I was very pleased with them at half time. Told them that. And to go behind, they had one chance just before that. They should have scored, really. Then almost a carbon copy that the lad German scored. Good player, very very good player, by the way. And then yeah, you worry because you think, oh, 600 odd fans they had there. I think that were all, if I'm honest, probably came expecting a cakewalk. If I'm honest, and you see some of the responses on Twitter from their supporters, really unhappy the fact that a bang average shock we didn't play well because we won. So I beat them, but yeah, to sort of deal with the upset going behind, and then to come back with great run from Trev, penalty. I'm sure you'll ask. We scored a penalty, Sarge. Can you believe it? And then and go again, score again, and should have had one or two more after that. Should have had at least another penalty, and other opportunities where we were really, really good and really threatening. So, yeah, very, very pleasing. And yeah, we obviously got to enjoy it, and then replicate it. That's the key, isn't it? Rinse and repeat, go again.
Yeah, exactly. You said it. Let's talk about it. Trev fouled in the box, and I think we all probably had the same reaction: delight and then instant apprehension. Pip was the one to step up, the fifth different take of this season and fifth time lucky. But let's talk about the penalty. That split moment. was your heart in your mouth when the keeper's done it the right way, when it's come off the woodwork? Were you thinking, oh no, here we go again?
Well, I was giving it one of these, if I'm honest. Crouched down in a fetal position. Not even lying, I genuinely was a bit crouched down. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you think it's a hoodoo, don't you? But listen, he is a cool customer, Pip. Probably my fault. I should have put him on him earlier. Because he's the sort of person who is unflappable, really. Obviously that he's a good technician, good technical footballer, but there's other technicians that are probably their strengths are their technical ability, slightly more even than Pip. But what he has got is an unbelievable mental strength. So yeah, listen, I'm sure at some point he will miss a penalty. I'm not putting any pressure on him. He's broken our hoodoo, so he's the one who's done that. So good on him. And yeah, we're very pleased that he did it. I mean, it sort of went off, grazed the post and bar, like right in the stanchion. It was as good a penalty as you're ever going to see. No, yeah, I didn't have time to think he's missed it, but I thought straight away it was a bit high. But yeah, it's thundered into the top corner, and yeah, good on him.
And then almost as soon as he came on, almost maybe his first touch, Lynch comes on and gives us the winner. Would you say it's an inspired substitution from you?
He could say that. He'd probably say should have played from the start. Gaffer would have scored every kick. But you know, look, he's had to bide his time, wait for it, and he's a sniffer, isn't he? He scores goals. That's what he does. You know, he doesn't necessarily have the same sort of link up as a Wazza or even a Tommy or whatever. But what he is an absolute pest and a nuisance, and thrives on getting in the box and making it happen. And yeah, it was a good finish. And yeah, he should have got us a penalty as well, because he was through and it was a definite pen, blatant. I think even their manager said it. 2 Stonewall penalties we should have had after we'd gone 2-1 up. So yeah, it's yeah, I'm pleased for him. Very pleased.
And then at full time, you shared a lovely moment with the fans after the game. How nice was that?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to be that. I see a lot of non-league teams going, fans were class, and you know, well done the fans and all this sort of stuff, like as if, you know, and I don't always, I sometimes don't think it's genuine. I really, from the bottom of my heart, very appreciative of our supporters. There was probably 25, 30 there. They made way more noise, way more noise than the Chesham fans, who, as I said, were probably expectant of something that they didn't see, which was, you know, them to roll all over us. And our fans kept going, even as I said, when we went behind. And yeah, we got a great special relationship with our supporters. I don't think many have got the same. I truly don't. We're extremely appreciative of them, and vice versa. I think they're extremely appreciative of everything we've done and over the last few years as a group. And you know, long may it continue. We'll have rough times. We've had plenty already this year. But they always stick with us, and we can't ask for more than that. So yeah, it's always good to share that with them, and yeah, hopefully we can have plenty more.
And that's 2 wins in 2 now, the first time that we've done that this season. And then there's another midweek fixture coming quickly up against Basingstoke Town in midweek. How are we going to keep this momentum going forward?
It's important to embrace every point that you get in this league. It's a tough league. You know, we're sat on 10 points from 7 games now. You know, you rue playing so badly against Didcot, missing 2 penalties. We probably, you know, you put the 3 points on, where would we have been? You know, you look at the Walton game, we could have easily won that game at 2-0 up. You know, suddenly, you know, we should have been on 16 points with a game in it, you know, but everyone always looks at that sort of thing. But it's important to, like I said, embrace the win and the points, and then get ready for a Basingstoke team who are flying. And will no doubt be a tough game. But like I said, any game's tough, so doesn't matter who it is. It's a tough game. And again, a bit cliche, but it's true. It's a real open league. You know, as I said, coupon buster today. We beat we beat Chesham, and no one would have expected that. So, yeah, Basingstoke are a good team, big club, and we expect a tough game.
Perfect, Davo. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You've surely deserved it. So yeah, I'll leave you to it.
Will do, mate. It feels like a long day, and yeah, it's always worth it when you have mostly a performance and a win. I love winning like you wouldn't believe. Absolutely anything, and we win out, I love it. But what I most enjoy is when my team's played well, and I'm bursting with pride regardless of the result. And today we played really well, and I just looked out and I was like, listen, they're giving me everything today, and that's the biggest thing for a manager and a coaching staff, for us as a staff, to see the team play in the manner that we want them to. And when they do that, long days like today are well worth it.
Couldn't have summed it up any better myself. Thank you, Davo. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.